Hello, I'm Joe Hawkins, and this is the second place Leeds Regional Paleo Frogs deck. So I'll be explaining it. Okay, so standard frog engine. You just need that for totally awesome turbo. Doesn't need much explanation, I hope.
Yeah, it's good enough. Every deck plays that ratio.
One Gamma Seal, because you can get it back off of Toad, and it's good for just sniping out one boss monster, I think. Sphere mode for stuff like Void Feast.
Kaiju's but more.
Kaiju's but more. If they've got a lot of monsters and one Gamma Seal won't do it, you've got the Sphere mode. Form Pile 5 Rainbow Magician. This is really good against...
This is the secret spice.
Yeah, the secret tech. This is really good against any deck that's monster focused and doesn't use
So go on.
back
A
row
lot of people won't
cards.
have heard of this one. Tell them what they do, what it does.
So the pendulum effect. If they have if you have no back row cards, no set back row cards, you cannot use monster effects or attack. You can't activate monster effects on the field. The passives are still on, but for stuff like
So they have to set something to actually function, really.
yeah. So for things like Electromite, Skull Dread, anything like that, the effects won't go off. And it's perfect discard fodder for Dynamicious because the monster effect lets you put it in your scale if either player sets a card. And it doesn't activate into the scale either. It just sets, so it gets under stuff like anti-spell. Yeah, I really like that. It helped. I top decked it against Pendulum Magicians, and they had two Astrographs about to finish me off, but I top decked it and they couldn't attack them. One Twin Twister.
Onto the spells. Yeah.
There's another Twin Twister in the side, but this is just for going second if a Storm Duster is too slow.
Just counting on losing die rolls.
3 Demise for the draw power, absolutely necessary. I found it was so much better with Demise.
Best top deck in the game.
1 Regeki just for going second, and the Monster Reborn because you need something to replace Maxi.
Yeah.
Paleos, 3 Dynamicious, 3 Olanoides, 3 Canadia. These are the only ones that I run them at maximum, just because these are the best ones. And the other ones, I used to run some Morella, but it was only good for sending Lost Wind, and even then, I was just really slow. So, and Pekaya, you would have to hold back a Paleo card anyway, so you never want to be holding it back. The One Judgment. This did come in clutch against Evenly Matched. If you go first, it can save you. And it did, in fact, when I went against Burning Abyss. 2 Mistake, because people do like to search, and if you go first, that can stop. Like it stopped an Alista, it stops. Is it Scarm?
Yes, Scam searches tour guide in the end phase. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of use out of it. The 2 Threatening Roar. There is another one in the side, but it's a side option. It's helpful in the battle phase because you can activate it, and then if you have a lot of back row and a lot of payloads in the graveyard, you can't otherwise protect. You flip that, and then you can just summon your payloads. You don't have to think twice about it.
You're safe.
You have them all. Yeah, they're safe from being beat over. 3 Torrential.
This mattered.
Really good.
This really mattered then.
It does. It's just so helpful. It's like you're running potentially 4 Regekis, replacements for Dark Hole.
Yeah. And your stuff floats as well, so why not?
Yeah. You don't summon Paleos off of it because they would
die,
be destroyed. But it's still really good. 3 Reckless for the draw power. That's helpful because you can get a Paleo off of it, and it might help you draw into a Swap Frog. And 3 Lost Winds for these are absolutely invaluable. Like these are. I got so much use out of these. Like stopping Alista, stopping baiting out negations. It's ridiculous.
Side deck. Onto the side deck.
Kaiju Engine. The Gamma Seal is
the rest
the main.
of it, yeah.
Yeah, this is the rest of it. This is just in case you need more than one way to remove boss monsters, but fortunately it didn't come up too often. The other Twin Twister, just in case you need more back row destruction. It's helpful to load up on back row destruction if you're running 5 Rainbow Magician, because this can essentially turn into like a skill drain. Because if they try to set some back row, you immediately flip the Twin Twister.
So you don't neg if you draw both your one-offs. I like it.
And if they go and set a set of Desires or something, you can get rid of it. They're getting absolutely no value out of it. The other Threatening Roar, in case they're very battle focused. 2-dimensional barriers. This didn't come up too much.
Really? Did you not play Magicians much?
I did play Pendulum Magicians, but I didn't need Dimensional Barrier when I had the 5 Rainbow Magician, but I imagine wouldn't always get that lucky, so this is still helpful against non-link spam decks. Theory on Ending,
pretty well.
because I did fear Pendulum Magicians, and I was putting that in just in case, because it's the worst matchup, but it came up a little bit, but I think it's still really good. I'd still keep it as a side option. That's for Evenly Matched. Evenly matched or reincarnation, and this doesn't stop evenly, but it does stop reincarnation, which is quite helpful.
Stops tricksters completely.
Yeah. And then the other sphere mode, just in case you need
just
more.
In case. A lot of this is just in case. And you were always ready for the just in case.
Yeah, just for going seconds.
Alright, onto the extra.
Extra deck, obviously 3 Toad, that's just standard.
Best card.
Just the core monster, everything revolves around him. 3 Mistar Boy, just for easy link summons. It can help push for game if you don't need many negations, and you've got a lot of frogs in your grave. You just need to push for maximum damage. That can help you get there. Now this Underclock Taker, this was really helpful. Yeah, it's helpful because if you can normally go into Proxy Dragon, but I decided going into Underclock was a bit more useful just for that attack lowering effect. And he's 1,000 as well, so if you can clear out all the monsters, he's an extra 1,000. And like the proxy is just used for going into Decode Talker. And Decode's really helpful because it's a slightly bigger boss monster than Mistar Boy. And if you summon Ronins in your main phase 2, you've got target negates as well. 2 Sky Cavalries. This is helpful against things like Buster Dragon. I didn't face Buster Dragon in the regional. So I don't think this actually came up too often, but this would be helpful against things that can't be otherwise destroyed or stopped by Toad.
Do you ever make 2?
No, I never go through 2. So this deck there is room for improvement, I think. 1 of each Paleo monster. Now this I think is the perfect ratio. Like this, when this comes out, you're generally winning, and it's going to be game over soon. Can be more helpful than Toad. If I can make this over Toad, I will. Just because it's unaffected by monster effects, and it's a Dryden. It actually works well with 5 Rainbow Magician because if they try and set a back row, you then immediately destroy it, and they're back to having no effects again. Obinia can be quite good if you've got if you just need a bit of extra speed, or you just need to search like a specific Paleo. This didn't come up too often because you just make Toad instead. There's not much reason to summon it. And then I didn't actually summon either of these because I found with Mistar Boy you don't really need the extra damage from this, and Catch Shack's quite expensive. And same with Kumbo Logos. Everything you'd want to negate is a quick effect, so these weren't too useful.
Do you want to talk about your matchups a little bit?
Sure, yeah. I had 6 wins, 0 losses, and a draw. The first round was against Invoked Infernoids. In round 1, they opened quite weakly with Purgatrio, and I just kind of did regular paleo things as one. In the second game, he Void Feasted, but I had the Sphere mode, so I got rid of all the feast summon monsters.
That must have been a juicy Sphere mode.
The second round was against.
What was the scoring?
Sorry?
The score from round 1.
Oh, it was a 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah. Second game went into time, was a draw. I won the first game and then lost the second one in time because I let him get too far with Borrelos. Third game was against Pendulum Magicians, so I was losing quite badly, and he had complete scales, a full extra deck, two astrographs, and I was about to lose one more battle phase, but then I drew the 5 Rainbow Magician, and that got me there.
That spicy card is.
Yeah,
it got you a lot of mileage from the sound of it.
I sat on it for about 4 or 5 turns, and he couldn't do a thing. He Pendulum Summon Harmonizing, tried to use its effect, but it couldn't activate, so it's very helpful.
You beat magicians with magicians then. That's
yes, it's quite ironic. Fourth round was against Burning Abyss. The Judgment came in handy there because he tried to use Evenly Matched, but I had the Judgment. It was quite grindy. I lost the first game because he managed to outgrind it, but then I came back in the last 2. 5 was against Trickstar. They couldn't get anything going with their reincarnations because you've got so many different combo pieces. It's hard to snipe a specific thing with reincarnation.
Did you not have Mind Crushers instead? Why would you play Reincarnation over Mind Crush, for example?
Because Mind Crush.
It hits multiple cards in hand, I guess.
Yeah, you can, for instance, snipe an Invocation or Release when you know they have it, but you have to have a card in hand to use Mind Crush with. And if you want to blind Mind Crush, you have to kind of get lucky with the guess.
It's paleo specific then.
Yeah, it's preference really. Like the Reincarnation, you just get rid of their whole hand. Like there's no The only downside is they would then redraw, but Mind Crush doesn't give them anything. But it's just depends. I found myself, because when you resolve Demise, sometimes you've got no cards in hand for your opponent's turn, so having the Reincarnation, for instance, over a Mind Crush would be helpful. I didn't have either of those for the regional. Round 6 was against. I feel like I missed a round. Anyway, it was against 60 cards. 60 cards on Zombie Light Swarm. I think I lost the first game and won the last two because I managed to bait out Snow enough, so he had no cards left to banish. It was just outgrinded really.
Yeah.
And then game 7 was against Trickstar, and it went the same way as the 5th round.
All right. All right, thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Wrap that up. Hope to see you topping more. This deck came second place. I don't know if that was said or not, but yeah. Paleo players, pick up this tech.